Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shawn's first blog. We are finally getting into the real speed of my blog. We're going to move into January of 2004 when I posted a stunning 9 entries. I know that's not the most, but it's not even close to the most, but it is the most that have happened so far. I'm getting more comfortable with this online posting thing. I'm discovering what I want to talk about, who I want to talk about, because it was very much, it was like a precursor to Facebook. It was about the people who were following you and your subscribers, and so I wanted to talk about people who were reading because they were reading. But anyway, here we are. We are midway through December, and this is the only entry in December except for the one I read in the last one. And this is the 16th. I say, guess I should change that profile picture before Christian totally flips out on me like real ultimate power. What is real ultimate power? I don't know. If you remember from the last episode, I mentioned that I stole Christian's profile picture for some reason. I don't even know what it was because I can't see old pictures. Real Ultimate Power is a satire website created in 2002 by the pseudonymous Robert Hamburger, written using the persona of a 13-year-old boy. The site is a parody of adolescent fascination with ninjas. RealUltimatePower.net. Are you ready to get pumped? Okay, I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to have to put this in the info. Wow, this is really weird. This is really weird. And scary. Ninjas can kill anyone they want. Ninjas cut off heads all the time and don't even think twice about it. These guys are so crazy and awesome that they flip out all the time. This is coming back to me now. It does sound like it was written by a 13-year-old. That's really funny. Okay, so show last night was awesome. Of course, we're playing another show, because that's what I do. The Mannheim BIC Youth Group, it was a church. Youth Group is as big as the congregation of some churches. We played 5 or 6 songs, I sort of forget, but we rocked the house. Because that's what we did, rocked the house. Good playing all around. The other band, Critical Element, knocked my socks off. I bought their CD. I think when I moved to this apartment, that was one of the many CDs that I disposed of. Whoops. And I'm just impressed with the CD as I was with the band. Super pop punk, super cool, I like. So, we're headlining a show at LMUMC on January 2nd. I don't know if you remember from Shawn's Teenage Journal, but I mentioned, was it in Teenage Journal? Yeah, that I started talking about my first band, Snap-On. Our first show, and the one that we recorded and released as a CD as long as that band was in existence, was at LMUMC, which is a church. So this was like returning to our home field. 1201 will be playing as well. Damn it! I have a 1201 t-shirt and I almost put it on before I did this. I should have. I'll wear it for the next recording session. They were our sister act. They weren't Whoopi Goldberg. They were the act that we played a lot of shows with. Often by accident, sometimes on purpose. Hopefully we'll get some other bands out, and more than 12 people will come this time. I mean it, more than 12 people. I wonder if we had a show there where only 12 people showed up. Okay, so there is no entry again until, am I correct here? The 20th of January, which is almost a month. That can't be right. No, it's not right. I'm reading it. I'm going backwards. That is actually the last entry of January. Sorry. I suck at this clicking thing. Okay, so January 2nd. That makes more sense. Show today, 7 p.m. at LMUMC Rock Cafe in Neffsville. $3, 2 bands. Come or you won't be there. Oh boy, I'm funny. Christian says, we're practicing again probably next week. Just to let me know. Alright, so here's the summary of the show on the 6th of January. Show on Friday was awesome. Also, I'm currently playing the Central Park concert by Dave Matthews Band, which I have a feeling that most Dave Matthews Band fans have, of course they probably have a favorite studio album, but they probably have either the first Dave Matthews live album that they heard, or they probably have a favorite one. This is the first one that I had heard a couple live tracks, and I'd also seen him live, but this was the first live album that I bought, And I listened to this album hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. So much so that the versions of the songs that are played on that CD are the ones that I know. Like, more so than the studio versions, more so than any other live version. So every time I hear a live version that there's a difference from this one, I'm like, oh, right. They don't all sound like that. And also, in case you don't know, the Dave Matthews Central Park concert is one of the only major concerts that has ever taken place in Central Park, because they don't do that very often. It was free, and it was attended by like a stunning amount of people. Dave Matthews Central Park. I have it on DVD, and there's a great behind the scenes of it. It almost didn't happen because it was raining for like 3 days straight before it was supposed to take place. Took place in front of a crowd of 121,382 people, the band's largest audience ever. Can you imagine 120,000 people in Central Park for a band? That blows my mind. It's probably my favorite show because of the performance they put on, and they probably put on that performance because they were playing for 120,000 people. That's insanity. So anyway, this was probably right after it came out, and I'm listening to it. I'm very excited about it. So anyway, good show on Friday. Nobody noticed you mess up, Trav. I guess I'm reassuring him. We rocked the House Faux show. I had a great holiday break. Lots of great gifts were given and received. Got to see Return of the King for the second time. I am totally not much of a Lord of the Rings fanatic, so I'm not sure why I then go on to say, I love it. It's the best trilogy conclusion ever written. What? As far as film trilogies go, I don't know. Original Star Wars? No, because then Jedi, and you got the Ewoks, and there's got to be better trilogies that I like more than Lord of the Rings. Fantastic achievement, of course. I'm not going to argue the masterful presentation of Peter Jackson with Lord of the Rings, but it's not really my thing. I'm not sure why I'm sucking up to it in here. I also say I must read the books whenever I have spare time. Well, Shawn, past Shawn, it is over 8 years later. You still haven't found the time. When are you going to do it? I need to finish my story first. I was writing a book at the time. It's going well, but it's a lot longer than I anticipated. I hope everyone has a good week back at school. Later. The book, by the way, I think I've mentioned it before, is called The AI Prophecy. I just want to go into it right now, but it's got to be its own thing. And then Shane, my buddy from Rehoboth Beach, back in Shawn's teenage journal, commented on this. I got that CD for Christmas. It's very good. Shane is the guy who I would always go see Dave Matthews with. The last time I saw Dave Matthews was with my wife and Shane. This is the third year. I saw Dave Matthews like 5 times in about 7 years. And this past 3 years is the longest break that I've had since the first time that I saw him that I've gone without seeing them. Kind of makes me sad. It's because they started doing the festival thing, and I can't, I'm not interested in festivals. So, anyway, moving on to the 12th of January. I am currently listening to Evolver by 311, which is a pretty good album. 311 I would say they had better albums, but this was the first one by them that I actually owned, and there are some good songs on there. In fact, I think I've drummed at least one of them on my channel. If I have, I will put it in the info. So I said, I love this album, not as much as Dave Matthews Live, but great nonetheless. Good weekend, did not work Sunday, so I got lots of stuff done. Grandma's Warwick band concert. Warwick is my school district. Mock trial. Oh my god. So my senior year, I decided that I wanted to ramp up my extracurricular catalog because I was slightly concerned about college, even though I was pretty much set on one school, and I'm pretty sure they would have let me in without stuff like this. I decided to add a couple things. I tried to do mock trial. I don't remember when I dropped out exactly, but not my thing. Not my thing at all. I'm supposed to tell you about Nick's blog. Don't know why, but I'm telling you. I'm going to click on it and see if it still exists. Nick was a friend of mine who I knew from... Did I know him in elementary school? I think so. I think I knew... Yes, I definitely did. He and I and a couple other people who I knew all throughout my school career were in the gifted program, which I've mentioned before. Its ups and downs. And Nick was one of the people who, insanely smart, very smart person, very good applied knowledge of computers. And I'm clicking now through his website. His personal website has not been updated since July 8th, 2011. Although this is an impressive looking website. And then I remember his professional site, which was a BMX biking website, is down. I just tried to click on it. It says, after these messages, we'll be right back. I wonder how long that has been up. I don't think it exists anymore. That is it for Shawn's first blog this time. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you next time.